Hello everyone, my name is Abubakar Salim and welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be discussing about variables in C language. Variables are named memory locations that are used to store data. There is a possibility that in a program we have to deal with data, we have to store data, and we have to perform operations on data. So whenever we have to do it, we do it using a variable. We create variables in a program, and then we can perform calculations on the data that has been stored in those variables. The value of a variable can change during the execution of a program. For example, at the beginning the value could be 1, but at the end of the program the value can be 20, depending on the logic of the program. So variables are such quantities whose value change during the execution of a program. And variables are always created in RAM. It means that they are temporarily present in RAM, and as soon as we close the program, they are deleted from the RAM. Whenever you have to create a variable in C language, you have to follow a specific format, and the format is you have to first write data type that we have discussed in the previous video, and after that you have to select a variable name. For example, int number, float data, character ch. So these are the three variables of different data types. So whenever you have to create a variable in C language, you have to first write the data type, and after that you have to put a space, and then you have to write the name, and you have to end the statement using a semicolon. So now we'll be discussing some rules for naming variables. First of all, I'll be creating a variable, and I'm going to create an integer variable. So first I will write the keyword of the data type int. After that, I am going to write a name a, and I'm going to put this semicolon. So now you can see that a variable a has been created and its data type is integer. Okay. There are some rules for naming a variable. Whenever you are creating a variable, you have to follow those rules, and if you are not following those rules, a syntax error will occur in the program. The first rule is that a variable name can only contain alphabets, both uppercase and lowercase, numbers, and underscore. For example, AB12 is a valid variable name because it contains alphabet and numbers. Similarly, AB underscore 12 is a valid variable name because it contains number, alphabets, and underscore. But if I put this symbol, now the error has occurred. At the rate of is not present, so that's why Visual Studio has shown the error. So this is the first rule. The second rule is that a variable name cannot have a space between it. So if I put a space between AB underscore and 12, an error will occur and you will not be able to execute the program. The third rule is that a variable name can start with alphabet or an underscore, but it cannot start with the number. Okay. So if I have written 1 2 AB, this is an error. Variable name can not start with numbers or digit. It will always start with an alphabet or underscore sign. This is a valid variable name underscore AB. But 1 2 underscore AB is not a valid variable name. Similarly, underscore 1 2 AB is a valid variable name. And underscore 1 2 is also a valid variable name. The next rule is that we cannot use keywords as variable name. For example, float is a keyword and I am trying to use float as a variable, int float. I can't do it. But if I capitalize the F, then that's a valid variable name. Because C is a case sensitive language. So float with capital F is a normal word, but float with small f is a keyword. So we have to uh, make sure that keyword will not be used as a variable name. The next rule is that C is a case sensitive language. So int small a and int capital A are two different variables. Okay. So if you have created two variables, the name of first variable is small a and the name of second variable is capital A, then it means that these two are two different variables. The next rule is that you cannot declare a variable with two different data types. First, I have written int a, then I have written chra, and it means that there is an issue. Now compiler will not understand that it either has to use this variable as integer or as character. So that's an issue that you have to understood. When you will hover on this bulb, a message will be displayed to you. Light bulb like this one will show you potential fixes to issue in your code. Okay, so here is an issue and it should be resolved, and we can resolve it by changing the name CHARAB. Okay, the next thing is you have to the next rule is that you have to first declare the name. After that you can use it in your program. For example, int a, I have declared the variable. Now I can use it a is equal to 0. But if I declare it in step number 5 and I use it in step number 4, then it is an invalid statement and a will be an error here. So first you have to declare a variable, and after that you have to assign it a value, or you have to do perform operations on it. The first thing is to declare that variable. You have to remember it. Okay. So this is an error. And the last rule is that a variable should be user friendly. So this a is not a user friendly variable. You should write names that are user friendly and that are easy to read, so that you can read them easily, or someone who is reading your program can read them easily. So int radius is a better variable name. Int radius of circle is much better. Okay. Similarly, int area of circle, whatever the name you can use, but make it is good to use variables that are easy to read. Okay. So these are the rules that we have discussed in this tutorial. If there is any question related to this video, please let me know in the comment section. And if you like the video, please click on that like button and please subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.